Welcome to Suburban On Air. Mike Cohen with you, and it's time to talk films. CINEMANIA, the 26th edition of the CINEMANIA Film Festival is now underway. It continues until November 22nd. I'm a big fan of this festival. I've been going to it for years, but it's changed a little bit this year because of COVID. Joining me is Managing Director Guilhem Caillard and actress Sophie Desmarais, who stars in the film Vacarme. Welcome to both of you.
Hello, thank you.
Great to have you with us. So Guilhem, why don't you explain how you changed the festival this year due to COVID?
So we had to rethink everything since March 2020. We had one thing in mind. It was to make sure that the festival would happen whatever is going to happen. So one of the solutions was to create an online platform of the event. And we decided to build it step after step, step by step during the summer. And now the proposition is very, I think, clear. You have about 100 films available, and each film is shown twice and available for 48 hours. So it was our, how can I say, our solution for in front of this pandemic, and we're very proud of it. And I think that the audience is at the rendezvous, if I can say it in French, because we already sold 700 passports, which is unbelievable. We always sell about 300 every year. It's twice the numbers, so we're very happy.
Now, of course, the great thing about this festival, and there's still a lot of people from the English community who are not aware of it, is that these are outstanding French films, but they all have English subtitles, Guilhem. So it really is a wide audience that this appeals to.
Absolutely. We people from Montreal, from Quebec, but also from all Canada, from one coast to the other, will now have access to North American and even in some cases world premieres. So CINEMANIA is opening to brand new audiences, and I find it very exciting. We already had comments from people in Winnipeg, Vancouver, and even Calgary yesterday. Someone from Calgary called and to share his interest in watching our films from the comfort of his home. So that's very exciting, and it, you know, we have to be honest, it wasn't easy to get rights for the online distribution. As you know, we are not a platform like iTunes, Netflix, etc. And we had to convince local distributors to trust us. And I think we managed it so well, if I can say it this way, because CINEMANIA's 2020 program is even more powerful than last year. Against all odds, we fought a lot also to get sponsors, partners, public funding. And now, as I step back, the day we are opening the festival, I realize how strong, how powerful, and how rich this 26th edition will be. There are many, many interesting films and a lot of Quebec films. And I'm very happy to...
Yes, absolutely. Speaking of Quebec films, Sophie, you're a big star in the film and TV industry in Quebec. Vacarme, can you tell me, what is Vacarme all about?
Vaccam is a movie about a 30 years old girl who is struggling with her mother. I'm playing the mother, and she's someone I can say a bit outcast, someone a bit special. And there's a kind of hate-love relationship between this young mother and her daughter. And the movie is about the quest of this young girl who will try to find herself in a youth center, and and also with her attraction with music, and how to deal with this crazy relationship she has with her mother. So it's a very intimate movie. It's the first feature of Negan Trudel, who is a young director, and I found the script very touching. And I think the performances of the two young actresses are really outstanding, Rosalie Pépin and Kelly Despaux. And I was very happy to be in a movie with them.
And your performance is very
I'm sure.
surprising, very
Oh,
surprising.
Guillaume, by the way, have you watched every single film that is being shown? Have you seen every single one of them?
Yes,
No.
you mean you're talking to me.
I don't think Sophie's seen all 100, but have you
No.
seen every one of them, Guillaume?
Yes, I did. I did, of course, because we spent months to watch all these films. And
So
Vacarme was one of the very first we saw. And I have to add one comment is, and it's not because she's a friend and because she's there, but I'm always surprised, and especially in 2020, by Sophie. She was a part of this TV show. C'est comme ça que je t'aime. I don't know the English title this summer. Not this summer. At the beginning of the quarantine, and everyone watched it. And I found Sophie. She's going every time she's in a new film. It's like she's pushing the limits, and Vacarme is one of them, because it's surprising, Sophie. I think I've never seen you in a role of a mother like this. You're going. There is a lot of violence in her character, which is something new in Sophie filmography. So that's why it's not to be missed.
Oh, thank you, Guillaume. It's very kind of you. I'm a bit shy.
Sophie, you're a Quebecer. You're very well known. I'm sure you get recognized whenever you walk into the grocery store. What do you think about CINEMANIA? You've been involved in it in the past as a French Quebecer. Do you agree? It's a really great festival to have.
Yeah, it's a very great festival, and it's nice because you can watch movies that sometimes they can be released in theater, but some of them we will not have the chance to see them in a theater, or maybe just for 1 or 2 weeks. So I think CINEMANIA, every time it's like my rendezvous to see like the maximum of movies from Belgium, France, Luxembourg, Switzerland, all the francophonie, and it's a great rendezvous to learn more about those filmmakers and those actors. And it's always amazing because CINEMANIA is able to, but not this year, but the previous years, to have like very interesting how can I say, like guests, like filmmakers and actors, and
behind the scenes information.
Yeah, and great Q&As, and so that's the point to be there. You can watch a lot of very good movies, and like some movies are very commercial, and some other movies are more like small movies, more like author kind of cinema. And it's great that it's like a balance between those two kinds of movies, and the audience is always there, to just to appreciate and to learn and to try different things also. So I think Guilhem does a very outstanding work at this festival for many years, and this year must have been so stressful for the festival. And I think it's amazing that they were able to adapt to the situation, because we need to watch films, we need art, we need poetry, we need to just to put our head, like in a different place, because it's a hard time. And November is here now, and it's every year in Quebec it's a hard month on people. So people need to watch like good movies, good stories, and CINEMANIA is there for that. And I can't wait like this week to watch movies at home.
I agree with you. Now, Guillaume, two things. First of all, people can go to the website, and one of the things I look forward to every year, and I started doing it already, is watching the previews, because you can pretty much see a preview on the website for every movie. And I love watching trailers, and this is great. And the price is really, really very, very economical. So why don't you tell me about that?
Honestly, it's a risk for us. It's something we decided to do because I think that it was a tough year for everyone, and we want to by opening our borders outside of Montreal to all Canada. There is a question of democratization, and we want to do it as well with a price, the rate, and $65 is the price you pay to get an online passport to have access to everything. And we want to make sure that people realize the importance of having access to this selection of films they won't be able to see anywhere else. So we want to gather all the arguments possible for them to discover our event and to come back next year. When we will be able to do it physically, I hope. There is something I have to add about the comment of the guests. Of course, we're very well known about the international guests. We have the Quebec guests, very prestigious. This year, what we decided, of course, we can't have guests. We decided to, in order to bring to the people what they love at CINEMANIA, the Q&As, the discussions, we created our own documentaries. We've produced and direct 2 documentaries about 2 specific subjects. One is about our guest of honor, Louis Bélanger. The other one is about the pre-opening film, Knights of the Kings. And it's one of the possibility for us to reinvent ourselves and to make sure, as Sophie said, people need to keep the link with a different kind of the relation with a different kind of cinema, because if this relation with a cinema disappear, it's going to be over for this industry in the next few years.
I agree with you. Sophie, I know you're a new mom, so congratulations.
Thank you so much.
How is the film industry dealing with the COVID right now? Are you filming anything during this time, and what precautions are they taking?
Yeah, well, as I said before, we need to adapt, in any way. So some scripts are not good for COVID time. Like if there's like a lot of intimate scenes or crowd scenes, it's more difficult to shoot right now. But for other scripts, it's possible. So I had the chance to work on Ontario film from the director Michel Kandinsky. It was the shooting was in Sudbury in the region, and we shot the movie in September, and it was great. I mean, we have to adapt. It's harder because we have the mask all the time. Just for the takes, we don't have the mask. Otherwise, it's very neat, and there's a COVID person that is managing the situation for the team, and all the accessories, everything is sanitized. Like every time someone touch something, it's already sanitized. It's like it's crazy, but I think we have to do it this way. Otherwise, people will get anxious about the situation, and we have to protect everyone. And I think people do a very good job regarding like all the obstacles that we have to create something. We still create things, and I think we have to adapt. One day it's going to be over, this situation, and
we hope so.
We hope so, but I mean, like, it's the same thing for theater. I'm a stage actor as well, and for now we cannot present plays in theaters because it's closed, but we still continue the work. We still rehearse with all the sanitized rules, but we still work. And I think it's important to resist and to still create regarding the difficult times, because artists needs to
yeah. That's very interesting. I'm glad I asked you that question. My last question to you, Guilhem, a little tribute to Mady Teitelbaum. She retired last year, and I know what an outstanding job she did. And she created this festival from scratch, and I'm sure we're all very thankful for her.
Yes, absolutely. And now it's a question of continuity. Definitely, this festival was born in 1995, and I had the chance to work with Mady since 2011, and it's a wonderful question of continuity now, because I think that we are opening. We need, the most important thing is to make sure that the event exists and keeps going, because it's a need. It's a need for the community. It's a need for Quebec. It's a need for Canada. We have the chance in Montreal and in Quebec to have many, many, many film festivals. Some people say there are too many. I don't think so. That's very important to have this world of festivals in Quebec, and it's like nowhere else. So people still have the need for a different kind of cinema. French language speaking films are very popular, and there are many which never find an audience in Canada. So we have to keep going, and we have the energy and the enthusiasm to do it.
So here's my final tip for anybody. If you want to go home and you want to watch a film and you want to have a good meal, go to one of your longtime sponsors, Shodan Sushi, call Romeo, make an order, bring your sushi home and watch a great film, and maybe you can kind of feel like it's the real thing. So best of luck to both of you. I hope it's a great festival, and we'll stay in touch.
Thank you, Mike.
Thank you.